If you're a fan of Fortnite, you might have some inclination as to why I'm on this plane with a parachute strapped to my back.
Yeah, you can taxi around.
And if you're the maker of Fortnite, you're going to be getting a sternly worded email after this.
Fortnite's most popular mode, the Battle Royale, sees 100 players parachuting down to an island with nothing but their clothes on their back. Not even a man on their back.
What I'm trying to say here is, it's time to leave the battle bus. Let's go! I think what I said here was Fortnite is one of the most popular games in the world right now with over 45 million players. It's hard to remember. I appreciate that if this was the real game of Fortnite, now on the ground I'd have to find a weapon and fight off 100 other players, but quite honestly I think I'm just gonna sit down right here.
Oh, come on, Julia. 10 minutes late now.
Missed the bus, I suspect. Again.
From musicians like Drake and Travis Scott to footballers like Dele Alli and Harry Kane, Fortnite has drawn in a lot of fans.
Fortnite Battle Royale is huge, like ridiculously huge.
With materials you can build defences, which hopefully will help you become the last man or woman standing.
Tell you what though, doing this in real life is way harder than in the game. Ow! Oh! 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 Ow! Oh! Ow! Who got me there?
But the game's not without its critics. It has been accused of copying other similar titles. And as with anything that gets this popular this quickly, there are some who say it's just a short-lived craze, like fidget spinners. Whatever happened to them?
Hey, I'm Dr. Lupo. Right now on Twitch, I'm at about 1.25, maybe almost 1.5 million followers, which means at any given time when I go live, at least 10 to 15,000 people are watching.
Oh my god!
Right now, because the size of Fortnite, the number of memes and silly stuff I've seen all over the place, the countless like videos and jokes and like you said, even like professional sports players are doing dances and stuff, and this is wider spread. It's more popular. There are more players playing it. There are more people that know about Fortnite than any other game I can think of ever in history. If you're just starting out, getting used to building is a huge thing. If you can build like a wizard, if you are actually Bob the Builder reincarnated as a person, then you're gonna do really well. The other side of it, the shooting skill, the gun skill side, can be kind of trashy in comparison if your building is just astronomical. So work on your building. If you're a new player, please practice your building. Don't set it aside.
I haven't quite mastered building. Like I'm good. I can build. I'm just not fast enough. Like there's some super fast builders in this game. I've seen some people build up a 3-bedroom house, complete with windows, doors, campfire inside before I can even reload my gun. Don't even need no planning permission. What, they can build houses that quick? Why did it take me so long to get rehoused?
The most annoying players you can count on Fortnite, and we all know who they are. They're Bob the Builder, shotgun vertical doers. That's not a thing. I've just made that up. But Adam, when basically it's guys, they're really fast at building. I mean, the building in Fortnite is what makes it so unique, and the skill ceiling is so high because of that. If you get good at the building mechanic, you can like just rush up and just create a fortress on someone's face. And then before they've even realised what's happened, you can jump down on top of them. Yeah, you sort of jump down on top of them and drill them in the top of the head with the shotgun, and it's like an instant kill. And I've been killed so many times by that. It's I simply stand up and walk away.
think there's been quite a few moments where not just walking away. I think screaming and rampaging away is perhaps more an accurate description.
Yeah, there's a few. There's some there's a headset over there that's completely smashed to bits. Actually,
The likes of Dr Lupo have got massive audiences playing Fortnite online, but there is a bit of an elephant in the room. Oh.
Don't suppose you're talking about PubG, are you, Steph?
Yeah, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, as we well know, came out just a little bit before Fortnite, and to say they're similar is an understatement.
100 players all parachuting down to an island, collecting items, the map area shrinks, last man standing. I mean, I could go on.
And when we went to meet PlayerUnknown himself, Brendan Green, last year, it's fair to say that at the time, he wasn't a big fan of copycats.
I want this genre to grow, right? And I believe for a genre to grow, you have to have new and interesting spins on the game mode, right? If it's just copycats all down the line, genre doesn't grow, people get bored, oh, it's the same, copy. So, you know, I just want other developers to, yeah, it's a battle royale, but try to put your own spin on it and don't just lift things from us and go, whoa, well, they're popular, so let's just copy. You know, it's going to happen, but, you know, one thing we want to look into is, like, for example, there's no IP protection in gaming. You know, in movies, in music, there's IP protection, you know, that you really can protect your work. But in gaming, that doesn't exist yet.
So the IP protection Brendan's talking about is intellectual property rights, or who owns the big ideas behind a particular format. Brendan's going to have to find out if he can bring it into existence in the way that he wants. His studio has decided to sue Fortnite, going to court in South Korea claiming it's infringed on PubG copyright, and this could have a huge knock-on effect for all gaming genres in the future.
Epic Games wasn't even subtle about it, and they cited PubG as an inspiration in the original announcement for the Battle Royale mode that they added to Fortnite.
At Epic, we're huge fans of the Battle Royale genre and games like PubG and H1Z1, and we thought that Fortnite was the perfect world to build one in.
And I can kind of respect the total lack of shame. And they've made it a success, so fair play, but let's not pretend it's not a rip-off or give it points for originality.
I don't really think there's an issue with it being so similar as PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I don't think it's going to affect anything in the slightest. People are going to have different styles of Battle Royale that they play. People are still going to like PUBG, or they're going to go for Fortnite, or they might have a bit of both. Sometimes it might be like, hey, I prefer to play the cartoon style, I'm going to go for Fortnite. Or no, I'm going to go for a serious game of PUBG. I want it to feel real, so let's go back to PUBG for this particular one.
Like, to be fair, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds was never gonna last. Right? It looks like any generic shooter. It does. It looks like any game. That could be any game, you know. Look at the guy on the front cover of the game. Look, that's just some faceless dude in a helmet with a shirt and tie on, AK-47 and a pistol. That could be any white guy in America, you know.
Before PUBG decided to sue them, we asked Fortnite producer Epic Games for an interview, but they said they were a little too busy at the time.
PUBG itself is heavily based on a 90s Japanese novel and movie combo called, surprisingly, Battle Royale. And now, as much as Fortnite was inspired by PUBG and other titles like H1Z1, legions of games have sprung up that have been similarly inspired by Fortnite.
And so now the copycats come in their droves.
From paladins to islands of Nye, it feels like almost every game's got a Battle Royale mode these days.
Even now also Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah.
This is something totally new. This is doing Battle Royale the Black Ops way.
I think this is a completely natural thing that happens in all kind of creative industries.
Oh, yeah.
Look at films. Whenever like a film comes out, 3 more will come out that are quite similar.
Yeah, it's all at the same time.
Budget.
Yeah.
Look at gaming. Even, you know, only like 5 years ago, Minecraft. Think of all the Minecraft clones.
We played loads of them, yeah.
Survival games. There was a huge like trend of like zombie survival games, and absolutely tons of them came out. And that's kind of died down and gone now. And obviously, Battle Royale is the thing. It's the thing that everybody wants to be and do.
You know, this year we will see a lot more come out. I dare say a lot of them will be similar. Whether they'll be as popular, who knows? They really need to bring something new.
Do I think Fortnite is going to be something that sticks around? A game that stays with us long term with a large play base? Yes, I do.
They have to keep it fresh and new without soiling what kind of defines the game at its core. Right now, the game is a Battle Royale game with a lot of silly stuff, some serious stuff, and the ability to build. And so long as they maintain that without ruining it. I think the game can last, honestly, quite a long time. I don't know. I don't know how people remember it. It depends on how it goes out.
I think Fortnite is probably here to stay for a while now, but Battle Royale games that are based solely on the Battle Royale format, I think they're going to fade. I think probably Battle Royale is going to end up as a mode in other shooters, like Capture the Flag and like Team Deathmatch, that kind of thing.
I think it's pretty much safe to say that we haven't even reached peak Battle Royale yet, not even close.
No, I mean, I don't mind that. If people are going to make loads of Battle Royale modes, that's fine. The big thing is, they're not just doing it for the sake of it. They've got to be fun to play.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've learned something really poignant and important from Battle Royale.
All right, what's that?
It's every man for himself!
What? Wait, no, we're on the same team! It's gone through there somehow. Did you get that?
Feel it, could you let me know?
That's like first shot. How has she got me there?